Here we are today, back in Amenia, with two distinguished brothers, Rich and Aaron Howard. Rich, how many years do you have in the fire service?
49.
Aaron?
Well, I've been in 52. Active, I was active 42 now, because since I moved to the south here.
Okay. Rich, why did you join the fire department?
Because all my friends belonged.
Aaron?
Well, I figured if my house was on fire, I wanted somebody else to be there to help out. So if somebody else's house was on fire, I was going to be there to help them.
Gotcha. Rich, what was the most unique experience you had as a member?
I don't know. Well, we've seen a lot of fires. We've seen some good ones and I've seen some bad ones.
So can you pick out what was the most unique experience you had?
Maybe being the chief for a while. I was chief for 3 years. That was
Okay.
different.
How about you, Aaron?
Well, I was an interior attack firefighter, so I was going inside, which that's one thing I liked doing. My wife wasn't so happy about that, but I did interior, and there for a while we had, in the middle of town here, we had someone, I think, probably setting some fires, and we had quite a few fires that year with the Delaverne, the Black Eagle Restaurant, the movie theater. It got pretty busy there for a while on fire.
Okay. Rich, what was the biggest fire you fought?
I would say probably the Delaverne Farm. So then again, it might Delaverne, and we just had one in Silo Ridge here back in December. That one probably about the same building. Delaverne was a bigger building.
How about you, Aaron? What was the biggest fire you fought?
Delaverne was, yeah. And there was a Start Center.
Start Center, I was just thinking that one too. That was a good size one.
But that one was kind of, finding the fire was the key part. A lot of smoke, but
Yeah, that was in the attic.
Okay, and that's what the other brothers said too, you know. They all reflected on that. Rich, what was the most serious incident you ever participated in?
I'd say the house fire on Route 44 here was fatal.
the pinces.
Pinces, yeah. Probably a mile from the firehouse here.
How about you, Aaron?
It would probably be the same, yes, when we found them inside. Burnt.
Okay, Rich, what is the biggest difference you have seen in the fire department from when you joined until today?
Well, it started out, we didn't have a lot of turnout gear. Now we have turnout gear. I think we only had like probably 8 sets on each truck. We only had 2 trucks at the time. And today we've got a lot. I mean, everybody's got their own. And I seen the turnaround from, we started with straight bore nozzles. We went to fog nozzles, now we're going back to straight bore nozzles.
How about you, Aaron?
Well, like you said, the equipment, and then training. I think when I first joined, training was like more on-the-job training. You went to fire, like the first time I ever put an air pack on, the chief had said to me, "You ever had one of these on before?" And I said, "No." He says, "Well, you won't be able to say that tomorrow," and put it on, and in we went.
Okay, Rich, what the difference have you seen in the equipment during your membership?
Oh, a lot of difference. Well, the old Scott packs, we used to take the thing, run out of bottle, you take the hose out and stick it in your coat, and you went on. Now today, you can't do that. So, but that's one difference. The trucks, and here in town, we use compressed air foam now. We went from water to compressed air foam, which gives us, one truck is like 3 times the amount of water with the compressed air foam. So it helps.
How about the turnout gear? Or the hand tools?
Turnout gear has gotten, well, we used to have rubber coats, now we have Nomex coats.
And
We had rubber boots, now we have
bunker.
bunker pants and they're special boots now.
It's like leather, right?
They're leather boots, yeah, most of them.
How about the, like your cutting tools and your
Oh.
jaws of life?
Jaws of Life, well, we never, when I first joined, we didn't have Jaws of Life, we didn't have it, but the neighbors had the Jaws. Now we have a set and we're in the process, we might be getting a new set. We have a hydraulic set, but we're gonna have a battery operated set. We're in the process of getting a grant for that, so that'll be different.
Mm-hmm.
Because we found out the Jaws that we have, we had a car accident here a month ago and we couldn't cut the roof off it because it was I think it was a Mercedes, and we couldn't cut the A-post with the Jaws. So
Wow.
with the new Jaws, you can do that.
How about you, Aaron?
Well, equipment, like trucks. I think one of the first trucks that was on, I drafted with a 36 Sanford out here in the brook out here. And now they have all kinds of different trucks. Actually, I guess they got a couple of trucks on order right now, ladder trucks and everything now, so.
I saw some of the specs online. Somebody keeps.
That's gonna be a big difference right there, the ladder.
Mhm.
Getting used to it.
What kind did you get?
It's gonna be a, Schmiel, is it, I think? Not
Yeah, I
Schmiel.
think I heard it was
No,
Schmiel.
No, it's an LTI,
Okay.
LTI ladder with a Darley pump and Darley chassis, or not Darley chassis, Spartan chassis.
Platform?
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. 100 foot?
100 foot.
Good, good. Okay. Rich, what difference have you seen in the apparatus during your membership? Do you remember the first truck you worked on or drove?
Yep, that was a 1950, 55 Orn. It was standard. And if you missed a gear, you had to start and stop over, stop and start over again. But now today they're automatics. Matter of fact, the newest truck that we've got is a PTO driven truck. You don't have to put it in gear, but all the rest of them we still have to put into gear.
How about you, Aaron?
Well, I didn't deal with the trucks a whole lot because I didn't want to be pumping with a truck or on the scene with a truck. I like to be inside the building,
Mm-hmm.
so I kind of stayed away from the driving part. I didn't want to drive.
But you've seen a lot of different ones from when you first started and you thought they were great, till now,
Like
right?
I said, the 36 Sanford, the 55 Orn, the 62 Ford, and
Maximum 74, 74.
but I think, like Richard, I think he was a pump operator for quite a bit of the time in the beginning years,
Yeah,
until he became chief.
first time I pumped was at the start center. We went up on the roof and I held the hose in the window and the smoke came out and got me. And the chief, or the assistant chief at the time, I come down off the roof, he said, get down here, and I came down off the roof, I sat, he says, you're gonna run this truck. That's how I learned how to run them.
With all spaghetti all over the place.
It was,
What kind of ranks have you held, Rich, during your lifetime with the?
I started as lieutenant in the rescue squad, then I switched over and I became assistant chief, then I was chief, and now I'm the president.
Wow. Aaron, did you hold any ranks?
I was a lieutenant, and then I was a captain. And captain is as high as I wanted to be because once you went above captain, then you didn't go inside. You weren't an interior attack person anymore. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, what any of those old apparatus? Do you guys have any of those apparatus anymore? Do you guys
No.
have any antiques at all?
Well, we have the 36, that's there's a guy working on it, and we've got the Historical Society wants to get, the Amenia Historical Society wants to get involved in working on it also with us, so.
That's
Got one
fantastic.
guy's restoring it.
A lot of memories, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many family members do you have in the department, or had in the department at one time?
Well, I have my 3 sons, my nephew, and my brother.
Wow.
And I have one grandson that's interested, but he's only 10.
Yeah.
So,
And who are your 3 sons?
Sean, Chris, and Richie.
Oh, okay.
My youngest son is deaf, and he's a
Yeah.
firefighter.
He's an awesome firefighter, you know. And I guess your son is Aaron, right?
Right. He's the chief now.
Yeah.
My other son, he's actually a member, but he's in the Air Force.
Okay.
So he hasn't been active really for the he's been in the Air Force 14 years, so.
Ah, career man. Good for him. Thank him for his service.
And
Okay.
like, you were talking about the trucks before, the 36 Sanford. My wife's grandfather drove this 36 Sanford out of the firehouse when the firehouse was on fire.
Wow. What year did that happen?
Ooh, it was back there.
I
It
was
was probably in the 40s. somewhere.
43, 42, 43.
Wow. And what was his name?
Joe Houston?
Houston?
Houston.
Okay.
He was the chief of the fire company then too.
Any of his sons in the department today, or
No.
no? Any of his kids? No. That's pretty exciting. All right, guys. Thank you for your time.